from Gloucester, Massachusetts. Podcasting around the world. You're listening to the GloucesterCast podcast, a production of Joey Shimataro and Good Morning Gloucester Media. Kick back, relax, and enjoy the show with your host, Joey Shimataro, and his crew of merry castaways. No piping plovers will be intentionally harmed in the production of this podcast.
And we're live. And we have a much prettier cast than we normally have.
Normal, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Us old, wrinkly people are usually on the other side of the camera.
That is true.
But we are joined by Becca Murray, also a.k.a. Becca Rose.
Yes.
But Becca Murray, for all intents and purposes, she is the daughter of Dirt Murray. For the people that are watching our GloucesterCast, know that Dirt Murray is a Gloucester legend. And but this is very exciting. You are in the running. Wow, people are already sharing it.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that's awesome.
That didn't
Thank
take
you
long.
guys.
That didn't take long at all.
No, that did not take long. Record time.
Pays to advertise. We put it
Yeah,
out there early.
Yes.
put it out there early. But you are in Inked Magazine's The Competition. You're in the semifinals for a chance to win $25,000, but also to be the cover model. And it's an international magazine.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. It's a bigger deal, like I said, than I initially thought. The way it's progressed and grown and, just unfolded has been unbelievable.
Well, we were speaking earlier, and what's unbelievable is like you kind of jumped into this There's over 100,000 entries in the first.
Stunning to me.
Yeah.
And she's in the quarterfinals, and I think it's semifinals, quarterfinals, but down to the nitty gritty. And you really jumped in it like with 8 days to go.
To spare, to prepare. Totally unprepared. I mean, I had a little bit of a plan in my head, but of course it didn't end up that way at all. It ended up a lot better. And now it is down to, out of 100,000 entrants, only 100 remaining. So it's
Bananas.
It's yes.
25 grand. So Pat, can you share the link? Because we're going to put the link to vote for Becca, because it's basically based on internet votes.
Correct.
And we're going to put the notes on the link into Facebook here, so that people can just click on that link and share it, so that they can vote as well.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a couple different ways to vote. Do you want to explain how it goes?
Yes. So you do need to. You can vote daily, every day for free, at least once. You need to have a Facebook account to do that. Just to verify that you're a real person and not a robot casting fake votes. And then you can also add additional votes with a $10 minimum. You can add additional votes, purchase additional votes, so to speak. And the proceeds go towards Music Cares Foundation, which is a nonprofit that helps out musicians, especially during this time when they face unforeseen challenges and emergencies.
Yeah, hopefully the musicians in pretty soon we'll be able to get back to work. And it sounds like Governor Baker's opening things up.
Yeah, starting to look a lot imminent almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have the link in there. So click on that link, and we'll put it up a couple times while we're taping. But I just put a screenshot of the the voting page, so you can see what it looks like. Now in this the photo that represents you on the inked page.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that dress from?
My mom actually ordered that for me. She has very good taste. She ordered it and it arrived the day of the photo shoot. She knew I had an upcoming shoot. We didn't have a location yet, but she thought that would be a good dress to order for me. And it worked out so perfectly with that room at Beauport. I'm just thrilled with that picture.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's great that mom and dad, you were just saying off camera too, but you say here, they're very supportive, right behind you.
Yes.
Do all that. That's great.
Yep.
So we should mention right now, if you share the podcast and you type shared in the comments, you have a chance. We have a couple prizes. First will be a Gloucester sticker. And, oh, wait, I should make that big.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. Let me close this out. There you go, Gloucester sticker, right over her face, Jim. Good work.
Thank you.
And, no, that's really good. And the second, a trucker cap. A little higher, Jim.
Ooh.
There it is.
I like it.
Well, I'm going to make sure we get it there.
Yeah, you got it. Cape Ann G. Clay. So if you share the podcast and type share, we pick it at the end. Thank you, Jim. Nice work. And also, good one, a Gloucester sticker. If you send in a self-stamped and addressed envelope to 95 East Main Street, Gloucester, Mass, we will send one of these die-cut stickers back to you. There you go.
And we're going to present it to you.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, when you're famous, well, you're already famous. When you're super famous, yeah, maybe you can stick that somewhere.
I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, but so let's give some shout outs to people. Oh, we have people. Look, Laura Mondello shared and
Hi,
voted.
Laura.
Hannah Hull
Oh, your
voted.
photographer?
Jason is with us.
Hi,
Jason.
Jason. Yeah, he's the
Kinga
real.
Baker. Yeah, you see, Brenda Davis just voted. Yeah,
If they have any questions, feel free to.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
have any questions, please feel free. Why don't you talk about some of the people that local people that have helped?
Okay, so Jason Milo, my photographer, who initially offered to help me get some professional photos on my profile, because that's very important in competitions like this. So he offered his time, his equipment, of course, his talent, his time editing photos, and he's also been sharing everything. He's been really involved in this competition and a huge part in why.
Is it Gloucester guy?
Yes, he lives in Gloucester.
Nice.
And then, so Dan Coveney offered to do my hair, for nothing for the first photo shoot. That was great. He's fantastic. So Dan Coveney, Lisa Albanese, makeup artist, offered her time as well and services. And then there's North Shore Tattoo Company, where we had the first photo shoot. And Sunny, who's been doing my makeup for the last couple photo shoots, Beauport Hotel, who offered a room and their new suite for us to shoot in.
Is that the one where they're doing the dinner service?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's
Yep,
cool.
that's where that dress picture was taken, actually.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. They were awesome. Of course, my parents and every single person who's just been sharing and voting every single day.
You get a lot of community
Yeah.
support. Well, Gloucester's
Getting a lot of comments that people are voting.
I can't keep up with Sharon. We're putting all the people on the screen. Joe Higgins voted. They just keep coming. I mean, this is
Awesome.
What's the timeline for the voting? If you were telling us some
Yeah.
dates and
Okay.
everything.
So this round, the semifinals, like I said, it's down to the last 100 contestants.
It just started
Yeah, and it's a lot. These other contestants are working very hard as well. So we really have to go in strong. But this round ends on the 4th at 11 p.m. And then they shut everything down, make sure all the votes are legitimate, and the following day on the 5th begins the finals. And the finals end on March 11th. They determine the winner.
wow.
So it's a couple weeks left.
My
It's
God,
going to be a long couple weeks.
sleepless nights.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the idea to even email Beauport on one of the nights that I wasn't necessarily stressing about the contest, but I was thinking about what any next steps that we could take to advance in the competition, because like I said, it's been a challenge. And I decided to email them at it was 2 a.m. or something. And I was like, it's worth a shot. And they got back to me the next day, thrilled to help out. So it's you just have to get out there, and most of the time people are willing to help.
What's interesting is your body type, and you're very statuesque. You have a body like a model and stuff like that, but you're not. This isn't your profession.
No.
You could be. You could be.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
But it's you. Why don't you talk about what you do for work?
Okay, so yeah, I work at Sunbank Tanning Salon in Beverly. I've been there for years. I work with the greatest people there. I love every single person I work with. The owners, Christina, Matt, Glenn, are all amazing people, and they've been super supportive throughout this competition. They've raffled off a month of level 2 tanning. That's on their pages. If anybody wants to check out the details for that, it involves voting. And I also work at North Shore Recovery High School in Beverly. I'm a paraprofessional there. As I was telling you guys earlier, I graduated from there in 2009. I'm in recovery myself. It took a few years after graduating to get things together, but I'm in my 6th year of sobriety. And thank you.
That's awesome. That's hard work. That's
Thank
awesome.
you. It is. And it's just been a crazy 6.5 years. I have a 1.5-year-old daughter. She's my world. She's a huge reason why I'm doing this contest. There's multiple reasons, but she's, of course, a very big reason for that. So paraprofessional at North Shore Recovery High School working.
What an inspiration you are for young women and stuff like that on many different levels. I mean, coming back from, going to this school for, to get into recovery, then, getting to that place where you stuck with it for 6 years. And look at you, you're in this competition going places and doing things.
Yeah, it's.
And I mean, I think like the good message here is for people that may be struggling and stuff like that. I mean, look how far you've come.
Yeah, and it certainly hasn't been easy. It's never an easy journey, but it's certainly better than the alternative. And there's always help. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it just involves reaching out for it and using it, and
Accepting it,
and putting it to use and remembering that it does in fact get better, even when it doesn't really feel that way. Somebody told me once years ago, and it stuck with me, you're okay even if you don't feel like it. And I tell myself that all the time. It's actually gotten me through.
It's a great message.
It's so simple, but it's so true,
Tell them about college. You're talking about.
Oh, yeah. So,
please, that's very important. That's a wonderful message.
So I'm in my last semester at North Shore. I'm getting my associates in human services and transferring in the fall to Springfield College to get my bachelor's in criminal justice. And then probably continuing from there for my master's, but bachelor's is the next
What a role
step.
model for your daughter.
Yeah, that's
well done.
what I aim to be, Yeah.
That's amazing. So we talked. We have to know what your favorite tattoo is, and let me preempt this by saying, if it's a tattoo of your daughter, what's your second favorite? Because I feel
okay, so second favorite.
Right, exactly, right.
That's a tough one. Oh my goodness, that's a
Well, I
really
know
tough one.
people with tattoos, they tell people all the time it had a meaning, and that's why they did it.
Yeah, so I lost count at maybe 35, 40 tattoos. I have a lot of tattoos. Some of them do not have meaning, and I'm fine with that, but a lot of them do. So I think I do have one of my daughter's name. I think that, and I have some that symbolize, rough times, but in terms of a nice, uplifting, optimistic tattoo, it would probably just be the simple one that I have on the inside of my left foot. No,
Right.
outside of my right foot. So completely opposite of what I just said.
Well, when you're looking in the mirror, it's that other way. So
Yeah, it's of a little deer standing on a mountaintop with a little forest scene in the background. I got that one as like a little reward to myself when I was 3 years sober, because there were times I didn't think I would make it to that.
Yeah.
So I'd say that one.
That's special.
Yeah,
Yes.
just a nice little, and plus I love nature, so it kind of ties in with that as well.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I do have to ask you. In your resume, you talk about it, about what you would do if you won the $25,000.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you share that with everyone? That's
So,
another great story.
Yeah, so I've spent a lot of time thinking about how I would spend each part of that reward. I would pay off a lot of my student loans, and then I would put some in my daughter's savings account, because that's very important to me. I make sure to do that every, multiple times a month. But I would put it towards a down payment for a house for my daughter and I, because we live with my parents and it's fantastic, but we'd like to be out.
Of course.
Out on our own, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it would certainly help with that.
Yeah, that's
Big
right.
time.
Oh my God. So what kind of outdoor activities do you do?
Hiking, a lot of hiking. In the summertime, what people normally do in Gloucester,
Yeah,
I guess.
right.
I try to do more fishing, but that's going to be one of my goals in the summer because I want to teach my daughter.
And you said your dad took you out lobstering when you were younger.
Yep, he did. And we do have the houseboat, so we spend a lot of time doing cookouts and stuff, family cookouts on the houseboat in the summertime.
Isn't it like a wood-fired
sauna, floating sauna?
Yeah. Can you describe this? Because it's bananas to me.
It wasn't originally constructed to be a sauna, but my dad loves saunas. We have 2 properties in Maine, and I think he built the sauna first at each location. But the floating sauna that he attaches to the houseboat was originally an ice fishing shack. Yeah, and he brought, I think, my brother and I out ice fishing a couple times, and it was great, but it wasn't something we did too often enough, I guess. And then he was like, I'm going to make this into a sauna, and he uses it every day. He's always.
That's outstanding.
Houseboat with a sauna.
That's outstanding.
That's part of the legend.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot.
He's great.
He is unbelievable guy. So let's scroll through some of her Instagram page. So we should tell people not just to vote. Can you put a link to her Instagram page there, Pat, in the notes?
Yep.
Grab that, and here we go. So we had here. Oh wait, no, that's not your Instagram page. This is where you can go vote. Yeah, go here. Okay, there we go.
Oh, wait. Hang on. Sorry. That's me. Okay. Very good.
So that's where you can go vote. Now here's the Instagram page. You still have this other one, Pat. Did you share that one?
It says sharing cover. Oh, sharing ink. Oh, hang on.
And
There we go.
There we go.
Sorry, folks.
That's
There
all
we
right.
go.
There we go. All right, and here we go. You're back. All right, so this is at the Beauport, right?
It is, yeah. This was as I was waiting for Jason, my photographer, to arrive right after Sunny did my hair and makeup. Yeah, so this is my Instagram. This is where I post updates daily, much like on my Facebook, about the competition, any progress, anything that's going on. Yeah, so this was, I think I wore this dress in that new suite for that part of the shoot. Yeah.
So the Instagram, your username is Becca Rose _207.
Yes.
So that's the way you can follow her. If you're not on, some people aren't on Facebook and some people are on Instagram, but you can follow her on both places. All right, Pat, want to go to the next one?
Yeah, there we go.
Yep, that one's also at the Beauport. That's one of my favorites. I mean, despite the fact that it's not showing my face, I think that it's truly an artistic, just like
it
really
is. I like
perfect photo. Honestly, like the angle, everything. He did fantastic.
I like how you arranged. You were telling us how you kind of arranged some of these, and you brainstormed and said,
"Yes,
this is all part of the mystique of. We have a winner here, folks. We should be voting. Look at this."
Yeah, before that shoot, before any shoot, I spent a lot of time looking at poses on Pinterest, watching videos on YouTube from other models, including tips on modeling poses. There's a lot involved in it, in getting a good photo. Both
in a short amount of time.
Yes.
That's how you did this.
Yeah, very short amount of time. It's mind-blowing. It's like it flew by, but at the same time, it feels like a lifetime.
I like your Instagram page, and I like what you put out there because it's not dirty.
Yeah.
It's very tasteful and very artful, but
yes.
not. I mean, I see a lot of Instagram pages that are not necessarily what I would want my daughter.
I've tried to keep it classy.
Your parents could be proud of this.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Nothing that I would be embarrassed for my parents to see. I try to, and we make up for it as a team with, look at the murals in the background. Like the photo shoots themselves are always so interesting and like you said, tasteful. That's what we're going for here.
You want to give a shout out to the muralist in Salem?
Yeah, so his Instagram is Chorboogie, CHORBOOGI. He is incredible. And when we started releasing these photos and tagging him in the murals that he had done, he would share them to his story and encourage us. I believe my photographer, Jason, had a brief conversation with him. He's just a really great guy and amazing artist. So
do you guys, and I'm wondering if this, because I see the light, the photography, so much of photography is light. Do you guys go early in the morning to catch the golden hour, or is this guy just really good with editing photos?
He's really good with editing photos. The mural ones, that was in the afternoon. So the sun was a little bit rough, and that was on like the coldest day of the year, actually.
Oh, okay.
I was wearing just the crop top and my leggings, and I would hop out and do some poses. He would get shots. It would just flow so great, and then I'd throw on a giant coat to warm up in between.
Oh my God.
But it doesn't look like I'm freezing, but I am.
Yeah.
And the lighting, other than that, he's got his lights that he brings.
Kits,
He's very good at setting up.
I try to explain to people that with photography, like you could have I'm sure he has a great camera, but some people I would rather have a average camera and tremendous light than a tremendous camera with shitty light.
Lighting is really important.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah. It's amazing. So let's go back. Let's share the link again because there's been so many comments in between.
Thank
you. Share the link for voting again, and you can close out a sharing there.
The voting link
there we go.
is up here. Okay, there it is.
You can square that up with you so you can work easier too, Pat.
Okay.
So what are some of the comments?
Oh, I mean, it's overwhelming. I have to scroll a mile. I mean, you know what we'll do? We'll give shout outs to the people that are showing
That's
a love.
Yeah.
Kinder Baker, Jason Milo, Malo or Milo?
Milo. Yep.
Hannah Hull, Laura Mondello, Hoffaker? I don't know how. I know Linda, her dad lobsters for me. Laura.
Yeah.
Laura Mondello. I'll just say Laura Mondello, Pete Mondello's daughter. Brenda Grimes Davis, Marcy Sayers, Raymond Welcome,
Ray.
Pat's daughter, Joe Higgins, which is fish printer from Salem. He does the fish print.
I've seen those.
Really good. Yeah, he's got a shop in Salem and one in Gloucester. Nice. Eileen Kelly, Cheeks S. Terry.
Yes. She's one of Jason's friends, and we've been starting to communicate throughout this contest.
Linda Curas, oh my God,
Dana Blatchford.
Yeah.
Dana.
Yeah, there's quite a few. Joe says El Punto, the point. Is that where all those murals are in the point?
Yes,
Salem?
I think so.
Yeah. Just behind where
yes, he's correct.
Dirty Street is.
Yeah, there's so many of them.
What's the average time for a tattoo that it takes?
It depends on the detail, the size of it. Mine, I go in for at least a couple or a few hours every time I go in.
The one on your arm. Did you do the one on your arm in one sitting?
No, absolutely not. No, this goes all the way up. This began as a cover-up of a not so impressive tribal tattoo that I had up here. And Matt McGuire, who does the majority of my tattoos nowadays, we just decided to keep going. I was like, let's just go all the way down. And I'm going to eventually get to this one. But yeah, I'm in there for at least a few hours every time I go. It's like therapy to me.
Kathy Day says, Sheldon and I are cheering you on.
Thank you.
I mean, some people are trying to get their shots right now, and we're looking at photographs, how they're all cringing just to get a shot. And I'm just saying, wow, you're sitting there all that hours to get this. Come on.
Yeah.
Man up.
There you go.
Lori Lukegard is giving you a shout out.
Hi. Oh, hi, Lori. Thank you.
Virgin, a podcast virgin.
Oh, thank you so much, Jimmy. I would be remiss.
You would be remiss.
I would be remiss.
I missed
Thank you.
something.
Thank you.
I would be remiss if I did not ask you 2 questions that
Yes.
we always ask our podcast virgins.
All right.
That's why you got your hair, Jim.
I was
Because
wondering
right
why I
there
was
for
here.
me. Right there for me. So there's 2 questions, 2-part question. It's the same question. We mix it up a little bit. You have first part is you put your mindset that you're on death row.
Okay.
And the warden comes in and says you're scheduled to be executed tomorrow. We're gonna get you a meal from any restaurant at all. What would the meal? It can't be a home cooked something. What restaurant would it be from, and what would the dish be?
Okay. So I only get to choose one restaurant.
One restaurant, one meal, because that's what it is. That
Yeah.
apex. You're gonna
It's a
die tomorrow. It's the last one.
My goodness. Okay. So, what is the it's a Mexican place in Salem, something Wolf. They have bacon wrapped jalapenos and they are really hot, but they're really good. And that's probably like all
Is
I
there
would
cheese
want
in
to
them,
distract me from the situation.
Oh.
Yes, they're really hot. Oh gosh. Do you mind if I just like
No,
look it up real quick? I went
No.
there all the time when I was pregnant with my daughter because I really crave like the really spicy food.
Howling Wolf.
Howling Wolf. It just came right up.
Yeah.
Did somebody comment
All these
it?
Salem people are like,
Oh,
Howling Wolf, Howling Wolf.
Yes, that place. Maybe with like a taco salad.
There you go.
But those bacon
Wow.
wrapped jalapenos.
That's a
are-
first for that place.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
it just-
Yes, it is.
We've
It was
done
either
this for
that or
years.
Virgilio's Italian sub. But
Oh well,
Well,
That's
there-
not
there
the
you go.
meal.
Well, there's a
It's the
second
second
part.
question.
we don't. I don't have to ask you the second
Oh,
part. But
what
that
is
second part of the question, the death row sub.
yeah,
So you just
there it
you go.
is.
And have you ever watched and you didn't even know she's never heard of the podcast before. So it's not like she is copying someone else.
That's right.
Is that a common?
Virgilio's is the top vote
Insane.
getter.
Like it's
Speaking of trying to get votes.
Yeah. The moment I had my daughter, I had somebody bring me one of those.
it's like Virgilio's St. Joseph sandwich and the rest.
Yeah.
Like they probably have over half the votes for the sub.
Oh yeah, easily.
Oh, you have the tally, don't you? Have the tally?
I haven't looked at it in a little while.
Roughly?
Off the top of I can't. The Virgilio's in general running away with it. The St. Joe's top of the list, but there's 2 or 3 other Virgilio's sandwiches that are listed that are in that top 5 as well.
I had the Northeaster today. Oh, I did take a picture of it too.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Yeah.
Of your
It's-
sub? Of the
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, we have to we do
Oh,
20 posts a
yeah.
day on the blog.
Yeah.
So it's always a search for content, right?
Mhm.
So here's the. I'm gonna put on the. This is it.
I'm gonna
right?
have to go get one
Gotcha.
after this.
So the way I do it is I get the oh my god, how good does that look? That's a nor'easter from Virgilio's with prosciutto because it's a vegetarian sub, but I add the prosciutto and take it over the top.
That sounds so good. That looks
Does that
so
look-
good.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's doing it.
Yeah, I don't blame you for taking a picture.
Yeah. What did you say? What, Jim? You wanted me to?
Well, no, it's just to remind people to share.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Good. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Sure.
So if you share the podcast and type shared in the notes,
And I'm not
we're gonna
hit
do
her
it.
face.
2 drawings. It's good job, Jimmy. You can win a Gloucester
There you
sticker,
go.
and the second thing you can win is a Cape Angie Clay trucker cap.
Nice.
Or we can put it on top of her head, like.
Oh yeah, there you go.
There
Yeah,
we
it's right
go.
on her head. It's right
There
on
we
her head.
go.
Oh,
There
she's
we
got
go.
a tiny head. There you go. All right. So we have that. And did you want to announce where people can pick up the?
Oh yes, we are going to establish a new pickup point for prizes. It's going to be Arts Abounds on Lexington Avenue in Magnolia. So people will have a week if they to come down there and pick up their prizes from when they win them. And Arts Abounds on Lexington Avenue in Magnolia.
All right.
And look around at all the local artisan work there. It's
Artisan.
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 No,
You have a
because
hard time
I think artisan
Artisan?
is still okay.
I don't think so.
We know what
Okay.
I knew what she was trying to say.
No,
I feel
don't be-
like
don't try to-
sorry.
don't
Okay,
be
I'm
upset.
new
He's
here,
not,
so I
he's not giving me any
The
slack
whole fun
whatsoever.
of the podcast is teasing each other. You have to give me this.
Local craftsmen, craftspeople.
And I'm not allowed to comment because I'll hear about it later.
You remind him to ask the
Artisan.
questions.
So these prizes
Artisan.
today will be taken down to Arts Abounds
Arts Abound.
today or tomorrow. Yeah,
Arts Abounds or Arts Abound?
it's with an S.
It
Both
is.
2 S's. Yeah,
Isn't it?
Arts Abounds.
Oh, because it's a play on words. Arts Abounds. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kinda
I don't
weird.
know. I had to look though because I wanted to make sure I got it right.
All right. We have a couple pieces, things of order that we wanted to talk about briefly.
Mhm.
Toronto reopened. You guys went there. It was
Oh.
fantastic.
It was fantastic. It was.
Okay.
I was so
Have you been
happy
to
to be
Toronto?
back.
No. I had
Oh.
a friend that worked there, and I've heard wonderful things about it.
Fantastic.
And it was so nice because I don't they probably do this to everybody, but we went in and sat down and one of the servers came over and said, "Oh, I recognize you guys. You're back." I'm like, "Yay!"
You have that going for you. And they also have bar seating now because they
Yes,
put
which was
the
that
plexiglass
night-
dividers.
that night was well, I don't know how many seats they have available, but I'm going to say it was full based on the amount of seats they had
That's
that they
awesome.
could release.
Let's give a
Yeah, there
shout
were
out.
quite a few people there. You know, on a Wednesday.
We're going to give a shout out to our friends at the Franklin who are reopening
This week.
March 2nd,
Yeah.
Tuesday night.
Yeah.
I think that's
That's
smart
exciting.
to reopen on a Tuesday
Yeah.
and not go full bore on Friday night
Yeah.
after you've been off for a couple months.
Mhm.
Shout out. Oh, and this plays into, and you had something to do with, well, you've been in this place. At the Beauport Hotel, they just are taking reservations for the new Bon V private dining room
And
suite.
it's beautiful.
What
It's
a good idea.
It's a whole suite. And you
Yeah.
get it for up to 6 people, and you
Mhm.
get private service up there. That's pretty awesome.
That's a great
And
idea.
you saw the room.
Yeah, that's-
You shot in the room.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can go to beauporthotel.com and set that up for yourself. And I think that's because
I think we were going to talk a little bit about Massachusetts reopening again, and next phase is starting on Monday. Maybe the most exciting news for many people is that the stadiums and the sporting arenas will be opening up for 12% capacity, Fenway and help me,
The Garden.
soccer
The
and the
Garden.
Garden. Thank
Yep.
you. And those, well, they'll be opening up on the 22nd, I think, the next phase. But the Bruins and the Celtics each have home games like the 23rd, maybe,
Right,
right away.
The Red
Right
Sox were in April.
well, the reason and also weddings, you can have up to 100
Scotty
people for weddings. So I wanted to give a shout out to our friend Scotty Mack, who
Great idea.
you get
Scotty.
on board and call him up right away because now that
That's
people
gonna
can
go
have
fast.
weddings, he's going to get booked up. So
That's going to go
Scotty
fast.
was
He's
sharing.
great.
His
Yeah,
Scotty was sharing
contact
your
information is
contact.
on the
Oh.
screen.
I love him. I've known him for a while. He's a great guy.
Scotty's a
Great
fantastic
DJ.
guy.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right. Well, we shared the thing. We'll do the drawing right now.
Yep. Let's do that.
And don't forget to vote. And main thing I want you to put up right now at the very end, and we'll keep it up, is the link for where the people go vote.
Okay.
All right, so do
Thank
that.
We
right now.
have good afternoon from the villages in Florida.
How many shares?
7.
7. Okay, 1 to 7.
And Brenda Grimes Davis says good luck.
Okay, this is the random generator. I wish this is.
Okay. Here we go. Sorry. And number 5.
5 is Amy Heisler. So Amy.
The fix was in.
Amy-
That's her daughter. The fix was in.
Amy, if you're still, are we giving them a choice? Amy, if you're still
If
listening.
they comment, they have the first choice.
Right, hat or sticker?
And
Amy,
number 2.
whoever comments first. Number 2 is your photographer, Jason Milo.
So you can take it with him. Did she?
Yeah.
Did Amy?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you take what you think Jason would
What
like,
do you think he'd
and we
prefer?
will.
We'll do the hat.
You got it.
There you go, Jason.
Very-
He wears hats.
Yep,
So-
and
He's
we'll
a hat
take
guy.
care of the
He's a
sticker.
hat guy.
We're meeting on Sunday to go through the remainder of the many shots that we got at the Beauport and choose the favorites to continue to post during this round.
So that's fantastic. So check out your face. Is your Facebook?
My Facebook is Becca
public, right?
Rose. Yep, everything about the competition is public. You can follow, share,
Yeah.
vote. Yep.
So look for her new photos. I mean,
Yeah.
Mhm.
why wouldn't you, right?
Why wouldn't you?
It's tasteful. So like even a married
Vote
person
once
can
a
see it.
day on
Thank you.
Facebook, so that's awesome.
You don't have
Easy
to feel.
peasy.
You don't have to feel like a perverted old man.
Jason
Exactly.
approves
I don't-
of your
I-
choice.
Awesome, Jason.
There you go. All right, Becca. Everybody's rooting for you, and the link is in there to vote, and in the show notes. And thank you for coming.
Thank you guys for having me. Thanks for your time.